once in a while. I apologize. Not much you can do about it in this tech world. But we're back up and running, so, you know,
Hey, Eric, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Let's do it.
So,
Everyone out there, please accept our sincerest apologies.
all right.
And, let's begin. Let's continue.
So, Eric, I talked about the first two properties, which is the ORP and the pH. The last thing I want to talk about the hydrogen in the water, the cloud. We talk about the cloud. You have that beautiful picture of those beautiful, tiny little bubbles in that glass. I love that photo. And this is the last property. There it is. Look at that. Now, folks, you may be thinking that's a glass of Alka-Seltzer or something, but that's actually Kangen water. When it comes out right from the machine, those tiny little bubbles dissipate after a few seconds. But that's what we call the cloud. If you ever hear someone say, "Hey, taste the cloud," that's what it is. It's this active hydrogen in the water. And because of that hydrogen power, it's able to permeate the body a lot faster. So I think all of us here tonight who are drinking this water can tell you that it is very easy to digest. You're not going to get, I used to drink maybe 1 bottle a day of bottled water. Now I'm drinking literally 4, 5, 6 liters a day, and my body wants more. Before I used to crave sodas and sugary drinks and sports drinks and all these things. Now all my body wants is this delicious hydrogen-rich water. And so
Absolutely.
that's with little bubbles. And Eric, what I do when I make my water in the morning, I hold my glass up real close to the spigot, to the spout, and almost like I'm pouring beer. I don't drink beer, but you know what I'm talking about, how people tilt the glass.
Mm-hmm.
And I hold my glass up there, and you see it come into the glass, and you hold it up, and you see all those beautiful hydrogen, the little bubbles. Oh, it's just amazing. I don't even need Starbucks anymore. I drink this stuff, and I'm awake. So anyhow.
Yeah. It is, you know, it's powerful too. I mean, if you look up hydrogen and all of the, we can't make any medical claims, but you know, the power of molecular hydrogen is unbelievable. It's certainly nature's healer, so to speak. And I like to say, drink the cloud, because you know it's a gas, so eventually it'll escape. Drink that cloud down. You want to get that into your body.
I love it. I love it. And I think the only thing I'd like to do before we bring Mr. Gary on, we didn't get a chance to show the viewers the actual K8 device. Can you pull that up real quick so you can see this machine? It is.
Feel free to talk a bit about this, because I gotta reload his video.
Okay, folks, you are looking at the latest device, the water technology equipment that Enagic has released. I'm one of these people that I was a die-hard 501 person. I said, hey, my 501's been loyal to me for 9 years. I don't need to get the latest and greatest. I'm fine with my K8 machine. What happened is that I kept hearing people talking about it. And they kept saying, Omar, have you tasted the water from the K8? I said, no, I haven't. I still have my 501. And everyone just kept telling me that it was different. And I said, how is it different? And I said, I want to know, describe it. And they were telling me that, it has a little bit stronger of the antioxidant power. It's got that touch screen display. I'm not sure if they can see it on the screen, but it has the touch screen display. It speaks 8 languages. And for those of you who travel, here's the good news. You don't need to buy a converter anymore. It actually has international voltage. So you can you can be in France one day, be in Mexico the next week. Wherever you're at, it has that interchangeable power. And what I love about the K8 is that it's sleek, it's compact, and it's very intuitive. This machine, to me, I bought it for my wife as a surprise for Mother's Day, just this May, 3 months ago, and we haven't looked back. So we are now officially, K8, baptized, I guess, and we love our K8 machine. I wouldn't go anywhere without it. It does make other waters that I want to talk on briefly. Not only does it make your drinking water, but it makes that high pH water that's used for an all-purpose cleaner. And we use this for so many different things. I use it for stain removal. I use it to take the pesticides, the oil-based pesticides off of our foods, our strawberries, our grapes, broccoli, anything basically that's sprayed with pesticides, even organic stuff, you want to be careful. and just rinse them in the 11.5. The other water that we really, really enjoy is the strong acidic water. It's called a 2.5 water. And this water can actually, we've got lab reports. I've seen these, it came out a few years ago, how this 2.5 water can actually kill germs and bacteria, salmonella, E. coli. I've seen an EPA lab report, Eric, and I was just blown away with that 2.5 water. It's just water. I couldn't believe that water can be so effective against, certain bacteria and viruses.
Yeah.
And here's the best part: it doesn't hurt you. If you accidentally spray it in your eye, if you get it, on your face, it's not like bleach or any harmful chemical. And so the 2.5, we use it to sterilize our toothbrushes during flu season. I use it as a mouthwash.
It's in restaurants. It's in many restaurants. In fact, EnagicWebSystem.com has a website all about that. We call it our commercial site. And if you visit that website, you'll see very clearly how well it works and all of the applications that it has for restaurants. If you're a restaurant owner out there, you got to get one of these devices in your restaurant. Not only for the Kangen water for your customers, but for the cleaning in the kitchen, you'll save tons of money on cleaners, and it creates conversation. You can sell these machines to your patrons. So make sure you get in touch with the person that invited you and check out that site. I think you'll like it. It's got some great videos on it, testimonials.
Eric, and real quick, I just do want to stress the point that the Kangen machines are the only ones that I have personally seen that can make those really high pH waters, the 11.5, and the real low water, the 2.5. I've seen so many other devices that claim to be the same, and truthfully, this is not hype. I'm not trying to pitch it to anybody. I have not seen anything that can make the waters that come out of this Kangen machine. So, I just want to stress that, and unless you know something else, but I haven't seen anything that makes those 2.5 and 11.5.
Well, let me tell you, Omar, when we came on 10 years ago, there was nothing on the internet about this. It was so new. Enagic was bringing this in, and they brought it in the industry. We are the gold standard industry leaders, and now, of course, there's tons of knockoff machines from Korea and whatnot. You want to play safe, you want to get the right thing, don't you, Omar? It's important.
I felt bad for this lady because she saw our demonstration, the one that the Kangen demo that you guys did, and she saw the oil thing. She said, "Wow, I can't believe that 11.5 can break down and emulsify oil." And I said, "Yeah, it's pretty amazing." And somebody, unfortunately, heard the product. Of course, she went home, she got her oil. The guy told her it would emulsify, and it didn't. And then that's when she realized that she got duped, and unfortunately, she couldn't get her money back. So I just tell people, you know what? You're looking at the gold standard. That everything that you hear on the internet is basically smear campaigns from people trying to capitalize on our success. And what I love about Enagic, Eric, I'm going to tell you that they always take the high road. They never badmouth anybody. They don't name call. They don't do anything like that because you know what? When you're the best, I mean, Mercedes never has to bad talk about Honda. You never go into a Mercedes dealer and he says, "Oh yeah, don't buy a BMW." Mercedes is just Mercedes, and that's the bottom. And I've owned one of those, by the way. But the point is, you guys are looking at the gold standard, the Rolls Royce, whatever you want to call it, Enagic. So I'm excited about our guest. I'm gonna basically step out of the way here, guys, because I've never met Mr. Gan in person. I've seen him, from a distance. And I've heard about his success over there in Malaysia. Somebody told me they had an event, I think, one of their anniversary events, they had like 6,000 people in a stadium. I said, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah. And I'm like, what are these guys doing, And so I'm kind of like here, I'm a fan. Tonight I'm a fan of this gentleman. I want to hear what his story is, and I can't wait to come visit him one day. So, Eric, I'm going to step out of the way, boss. If you want to take over and interview the star of the night here, and we're
absolutely. As you can see with my little thumbnail, I was trying to find Bobby Gradelli's oil emulsion because it's really eye-opening. Make sure you see a demo as soon as possible. In fact, we have this very demo uploaded to kangendemo.com. Okay, I would suggest as soon as you get off this webinar, go watch that demo and see for yourself the power of this water. and then get in touch with the person that invited you here. Give them a call, and they can answer all your questions. We're just a friendly family here.
Hey, Eric.
No
Eric.
question is stupid. Yes.
Eric, how old is this video? Because Bobby looks a lot older in this video here.
He does. You know what? And he's got a younger wife now, and he's got 2 kids.
What's going on here?
He's reversing age, man. There's no doubt about it. Unbelievable. So let me go ahead and cue up Gary's video here. And what's it like out there in Malaysia today, Gary? How's the weather?
Weather is great as usual. It's sunny. It's sunny most of the. It's like summer here most of the time in Malaysia. We don't have 4 seasons. And yeah, it's what you guys call paradise, you know.
Nice. Kind of like Costa Rica?
Yeah, something like that. But it does get hot at certain times, and most of the time it's humid, so people tend to sweat a lot.
Yeah, so it's like bananas and stuff like that, tropical?
Yeah, tropical, very tropical.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to come out there and visit you, my friend. I'm sure I will, because you're building a really big business, and I just want to let you know, all you got to do is invite me.
Yeah,
I'll come out, invite me and get 200 people in a room, and I will come out there and do a training for you guys on the Enagic web system. So let's get started with your story. I can't wait to hear the juicy details. I've been working on your slides here today.
Right.
And by every slide that I read, I got even more excited about sharing your story.
Okay.
We'll get started here. So one of the first things we always like to ask is, what did you do before you found Enagic, Gary? And what were you doing? Go ahead.
Well, just to bring the whole picture together, I don't want to sound long-winded, but I actually grew up in a network marketing family. So, or some people will call it a multi-level marketing (MLM) environment. So, with that in mind, I actually grew up giving talks, leadership seminars, following my parents to some of these meetings, and my uncle was a legend in a conventional network marketing company that's really huge in the US. So that was how I started my life. But being a young kid, we tried our opportunity in some of these companies, but it didn't work out. So I thought maybe, it's just good and right for some people, but it's probably not right for me. And I went on to do, so I went on to do some traditional business, I mean, I went on working, and because I didn't really come from a very well-to-do family, it's just like a normal family. And most of y'all who were in the global convention in Vegas, you heard that I mentioned that I only went through high school. I didn't even go through college or university.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. That's one of the things that I love about network marketing, okay? That's one of the reasons why I got into this industry. Because it puts the power of creation in everyone's hand. We're all created equally, I do believe. And with network marketing, you could reach your dreams. What's the number one element to reaching your dreams if you're not even a graduate of high school? What's the number one?
The number one?
Yeah. Never give up.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever give up.
Give up, yeah. As long as you are chasing your dream, you know what you want, you have a crystal clear idea of what you want in life, just go for it, The sky is the limit. Yeah.
I like to say the sky's no limit now that we're going off into space.
Yeah, that's true.
Infinite creation.
Yeah. So basically what happened was I started working, and being a very entrepreneurial person, I went into business on my own, went into printing business, and finally I still find my way back to network marketing. And as you can see on the slide on the screen here, just before Enagic, I was actually involved in another network marketing company for business from Malaysia. It's a company from Malaysia, but it was doing so well that it went into so many different countries, and the product was just a energy pendant with the energy bracelet and some energy products. I'm sure you've heard of it before,
the
right?
energy pen, yeah.
Yeah, energy pen and anything that you can energize it. This company has its hands on it. But at the end, the later stage of the company, about two years before the company actually closed down, it actually went into a form of money game. If you know what I mean, like a money game, like people
I'm aware of all of that.
Yeah, like people were not really into the products anymore. It was like buying
selling
into
the business.
Buying into an investment scheme, and they get paid a certain amount of money every month, And that was the time that I was actually, I have to tell you, in a way I'm very, very blessed, because throughout my life I've been attracting many great people to me, and for certain reason I attracted some very good people into this particular company, and I made a lot of money. Yeah, even though it was running, because it was running on a binary system, So whether you work or not, when the binary match every day, so we were like making something like $2,000 every single day, whether you work or not. Yeah, so it's like
money games get shut down.
So and that's the reason why at one point of time I told my wife, it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. She's saying, are you sure? I mean, we're making so much money here, right? I said, yeah, but you somehow knew that the company is going to close down, and a lot of your friends are going to get hurt, and if I keep pressing the acceleration button, sooner or later, things are going to get worse.
Yeah, and that's the problem with a lot of companies out there. Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. So what you want now is you want a 40-year-old company.
Oh, 400,
that has a product that has been proven for a long time, has been utilized in Japanese hospitals, and has saved so many lives on every level: financial, health, and of course spiritual and mental health. So what I want to ask you is, who introduced you? Like, who got you started in this?
Okay, I think it will be on slide number 2. I've mentioned that the person who actually gave me the Pat Boone. You guys know about the Pat Boone DVD, right? I think you just showed just a while ago. Bob Gridelli was showing that. Yeah, if you look at the picture below, the guy with the mustache, and that's my immediate sponsor, the late Andrew Wee. Why the late? Just passed away about 2 years ago.
Rest his soul.
Yeah, rest his soul. Anyway, one fine day he just gave me a DVD and said, Gary, look into this DVD, it will change your life. And I was like quite skeptical, what kind of DVD will change your life, And bearing in mind, at that point of time, nobody really have heard of Enagic in Malaysia. It's like you there's no way you can try the water. Nobody really has the machine. So I said, okay, I'll check it out. And when I saw the video and I saw Bob doing the demo and all that, I mean, it was like, it's really an eye-opener. But more important, I still remembered, I think it was Pat Boone that says that. He says, hey, look, it's only water. Now, if this thing can change your life, what have you got to lose by trying? And that's what got me really excited, And because at that point of time, money is not much of an issue to me. I made quite a lot of money from the previous company. So I told my friend, I said, okay, I'll invest in this thing. And he told me that, I've got to buy it from Hong Kong. I have to transfer the money over and then wait about 7 days for the machine to arrive, you know, and that's how I got started.
Absolutely amazing. So there's Pat Boone. If you guys want to see that exact DVD, it is now online.
Yes.
And it's at kangendemo.com.
Yeah.
That's a very generic site, so you'll have to get the phone number and email of the person that invited you here. They can actually send you a DVD if you want to share with other people. Very powerful information, folks.
This video helped us to move a lot of machine in the early days.
Yeah, it sure did. Bobby's known as the king of demo.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is.
Yeah, don't miss this at kangendemo.com. Okay, so so you got introduced, and what started to happen for you?
Yeah, so basically what happened was, it was quite timely because at that point of time, my late mother was coughing really, really badly, you know, like 3 months. And I was taking her to the Western doctors, to the Eastern doctors. I even took her to see some spiritual help, you know, but nothing seemed to work. And I told myself, you know, I said, but by the way, just to let you guys know the difference in terms of currency, you guys are very fortunate because you guys get to buy this machine at, I mean, at that point of time, it was only a SD501 for us. We do not have K8 at that time. So for SD501 in Malaysia, in US, you guys are paying 3980, right?
Right.
Yeah, in Malaysia, we have to pay, at that point when I bought, it's 13,000. Do you hear me?
Wow. Well,
13,000.
It was worth it, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I was always doing this comparison. I said, now there are guys who are making like $3,000 in US, and we have a lot of people that are making 3,000 ringgit in Malaysia. But you get to buy your machine at 4,000, and we buy it at 13,000. So just to let you know that the machines are not cheap here in Malaysia, you know.
Well, it takes a lot to ship them over there.
Yeah, that's true as well. But anyway, I was telling myself, I said, hey, if this thing works and I can see a big improvement in my mom's health, I don't mind even paying 130,000 for this thing, you know, because, hey, I've just got only one mother, right? I don't have like a 100 mother, you know. I mean, I can always make more money.
All you can for your parents. You do all you can.
Exactly.
I've had a similar experience with my father, so I understand completely. Well, that's just absolutely fantastic and amazing. I guess, you know, my next question for you was, you know, what was your first impression of the technology and the water?
Yeah, so when I started to see my mom's health started changing, then I was really impressed. And being an entrepreneurial person, I've always, when I looked at something good, it will always have to come with commercial benefit after that, you know, because knowing that my friend told me, hey, there's an opportunity behind it, you know, it's also able to change people's lives. And I heard about stories like Romy and JV, you know, and I asked, and I started to research more about the technology. And what I was very impressed is that how come a company that has such a long history, at that time it was like 37 years old company, a company with so much high, how should I say, high standards in terms of certification, the ISOs and the WQAs and all that, a company with branch offices in so many countries. And I keep asking myself, is how come a company with that level of global standard, how come it's not known by the people of Asia, you know? And immediately I told myself, hey, somebody is going to explode this in Asia. I should not miss this tsunami, you know. I call this the Kangen tsunami, you know. Yeah. So
I love it. Hey, and you created waves.
Yes, and that's why. Yeah, that's why I came back as I wrote in one of my slide. I said that's the reason I came back out of retirement at the age of 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm planning to ever retire. This company is so great, I do it for another 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I'm on my 10th year, but sincerely.
But that was before Kangen, you know what I mean? Before Enagic.
Yeah, I mean, you literally, Gary, and Omar, you guys know, I mean, you literally change people's lives.
Yeah.
You change people's lives.
It's really amazing.
And we have a slogan, change your water, change your life.
Yeah.
Very true. And then remember, true health comes into play.
Yeah.
Mind, body, finances. So always keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you ponder this evening after the webinar has ended. So, you drank the water, and obviously it enriched your life. Your mom
it has
had
helped me a lot too. Yeah. Eric, can I mention a few things that benefited my health? Because I'm not sure if it's okay with your
keep it basic. Keep it basic. Try not to say healed anything, because the FDA doesn't want you doing that.
Yeah, no worries. then I'll just skip that. It's okay. But just to let you know, I've got some health issues that was bothering me for quite many years. Even though I'm very young, but it has somehow just went its own way. And the water is great. Yeah.
So you're enjoying your life. You're feeling better.
Feeling great.
I see a lot of really happy people in these photos here.
Yeah.
Who did you sign up first?
Okay. If you go to slide number 5, you will see I think I put his photo there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Takes just a moment to switch over.
Okay, no worries. This guy used to, as you can see, if he goes with me everywhere, he's known as my bodyguard. He looks like my bodyguard, right?
He does, right? Yeah.
Okay, anyway, he was my upline in that previous company, the energy company that I was in.
What's his name?
His name is Jeffrey Chong. If you look at the magazine, he's also featured in that magazine. The Change the Life magazine. Yes.
Yeah, we had a big part in that. That's awesome.
Right. He's a 2-3 today. Very blessed and happy to have him in my team. And he was the first guy that I signed up way back in April 2011. That's 5.5 years ago. Yeah.
Wow. So how long did it take your business to take off from there?
First month.
Tell us about it. That's incredible.
Okay. Firstly, I have to mention one thing, because I came from a network marketing background. So I cannot be compared with people who are just starting out or you're just
right.
Yeah.
I wanted to make that point too, Gary, because there's a lot of people out there that's never done this. And keep coming to the show on Wednesdays, because you will see and hear from people like Michelle Rayleigh, okay? Never did network marketing in her life, and she is wildly successful at this business.
What about me? I've never done this before.
Omar, that's right.
Omar too.
Forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's right. Omar shared his story, so you don't have to know network marketing. And actually, this is not even really network marketing, guys. We're talking about direct sales with kind of a network marketing kind of edge on it. But so I believe, and I've actually seen people from all walks of life highly successful with this.
That's true. I think if you check with Romy did it in the first. He became 6A in the first 30 days, 3 months.
Yeah, we actually had him on a few months ago, and I'm going to invite him back to do his story again, because he is absolutely true health. He is the embodiment of true health.
Right.
He has a good heart, and what he does with his wealth is just so beautiful. I don't want to brag about what he does with his wealth. That's his business, but he does a lot for people, and it just makes you feel good to be able to do that, to enrich people's lives. Just think about this, audience. You actually have a product and an opportunity wrapped around it, and a philosophy of true health that you can share with every single person you come in contact with, and positively change their lives. You're not selling some pencil that may or may not work or may have 0 point energy. You might be selling lotions or potions or whatever. This product right here has the longevity to take you into the rest of your life, I believe.
Yeah.
So, how, did we talk about how long it got you to 6A?
Yeah.
Did you mention that?
So yeah, I did that in 4 months. I became
4 months,
a 6A,
excellent.
yeah, in 4 months,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
What happened was when I decided that, hey, I'm gonna really make this big in Asia, gonna take this off the ground, explode it. So what I did was I get all my people together. Some who are still involved in the previous company didn't want to believe me. They still continue to be, because that company is still flying high. So I get those who believe in me, those who want to change their health for the better, those who want a longer term business. So I get whoever that I can find, and immediately about 2 months or 3 months later, I built a team called the Kangen Power Team.
All right.
Yes, because I felt that, as I told you, I grew up in the network marketing family. I realized that a sense of belonging, especially at that time, we do not even have a company, Enagic is not even in Malaysia, it's like everybody is just running in their house, it's not professional at that point of time. And just to let you know, although we don't call ourselves network marketing, but the system is working like a network marketing, and the people that we need, and if you look at today, those people that are making it big in Malaysia are all from the network marketing industry. We are doing like 2,000 machines a month. So what I'm trying to say is I needed to form a team, and as you can see on the slides, those are my great team members.
Wow,
And
you grew a huge team, brother. Wow.
yeah, and I always remember my uncle, who was a legend in one of the network marketing. He told me, he says, Gary, if you just want to make a living, you can just do it alone, But if you want to conquer the world, you better build a team. And that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, and I'm very proud.
I think it was Napoleon Hill that says you get rich quickest by helping others get rich.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what you're doing. That's awesome.
Yeah. I need to quickly duplicate myself in a short period of time to do what I'm doing, because I can't be doing what I do like 24/7. I'll get burnt out.
Yeah. So that's all in good. Okay. So you came in like a powerhouse, and people are sitting out there new to this business, thinking, oh, he's got experience. There's no way I can duplicate this. What? There's no way I can do this. Let's talk about the struggles. Let's talk about the struggles you had. Like, let's be honest. Let's talk about some of the struggles you had on your journey to 6A. How'd you overcome them?
Okay, basically, before I talk about my struggles, let me just say something for the new people. I know not everybody is like me, who is able to speak in front of a crowd like 5,000 people in global. And not many people probably like me is like gung-ho, They are just normal people who just want to start out. My suggestion is this. More important, you need to know exactly what you want. Okay? And then, number one, you know what you want. Number two, network with somebody who can get you what you want. Like, find a mentor, find a guru, Find a master, or find your upline leader, not necessarily your sponsor, because I know in a business like ours, some of the sponsors are sleeping, So don't network with a sleeping sponsor. Network with your upline leader, the guy that is still moving, So yeah, do that a lot, then you will get the momentum, because hey, even I'm not a Superman, I do get some down moments, some downtime, So at least I have a team that I can keep bringing up my momentum, Yeah, have a team. That's the reason why it is very important to just, even though it's not a big team, just form a mastermind team, even 5 people or 3 to 5 people in a team, that you can start to motivate each other. I think that's very important for a newbie, especially people who have got no knowledge network marketing, in direct selling, in in our industry. Get a team, that you can motivate each other at any one time. That's very important.
I absolutely agree with you, Gary.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you guys get paid in Malaysia, but what was it like when all that money started flying your way? I don't know.
Well,
Did you get checks or what?
No. In Malaysia, we can't get checks because a lot of my meals end up in a lot of people's house.
Direct
Yeah,
deposit, right.
you guys are very lucky to have a very efficient mailman. Yeah, but in Malaysia, we get a lot of our bonuses directly banked into our bank account.
Nice. And how does it feel to wake up to another, X
I
amount
always
of
felt,
$1,000?
yeah. If you guys follow my Facebook page, I always do a lot of videos on lifestyle pictures, videos on what's it like to mountain biking in Phuket on a Thursday morning while people are getting caught in traffic jams. So to me, I always believe in Mr. Oshiro's philosophy of true health, which is physical health, financial health, and peace of mind. But to me, the peace of mind, if you talk in terms of financial, can only come true if every morning when you get up, you know very well that money is not an issue. I think that's the meaning of true health, right?
Absolutely, yes.
If you still need to think of where you are going to get your next sale, I think I don't think the peace of mind will be really effective in that manner.
That's Mr. Oshiro right there on the screen. I just wanted to introduce you all to the man, the legend, who has the heart and compassion to create what he called true health. This is beyond a company, guys. This is beyond selling money and selling money. Selling machines and making a bunch of money. It's about a Kangen lifestyle, what we call a Kangen lifestyle, and the true health lifestyle. So, and he's, how old is he now? He just hit what,
75 or something? 74, 75.
Look how good he looks. I'm bald. Yeah. I lost my hair already.
I thought he's 40, 48 or something.
He is healthy as an ox. He's going to be around for a while. God bless his heart.
Just to add on that, do you know at one of the dinner, I actually got his permission to pull his hair just to make sure that it's real. Yeah, and it's real, guys. It's real.
That is funny because I actually thought about the same thing. I wanted to pull his hair.
It's real. It's authentic. Yeah.
That is hilarious. All right. Oh my God.
As you can see on this photo, those are my beautiful. That's my beautiful family. I've got an amazingly supportive and understanding wife with amazing 4 kids. That shares our success together.
So, you got all this income coming in, and you haven't really made that much income before. What was it like? How did it affect your life?
Well, I think to me at this point of time is not. Although yes, the money is really good, but I think to me at the end of the day, unless I aspire to be the next Bill Gates, which frankly speaking I don't. So I always say that, life, there is a limit in everything. If you are really hungry and I bring you a nice piece of lobster, you will finish it like probably within 10 minutes. The next lobster I bring you, you may still eat it, but without much interest in it. The third lobster I bring you, you don't even want to touch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I mean, how many Ferraris can you drive? How many Rolex can you wear? How many villas can you stay in? But today, what is the biggest passion and what's the biggest thrill that I'm getting out from Enagic is able to see people's lives change. Every single month, me and my team, we pull our resources together, financial, time, and money. We go out there and touch some charity home, Last month, we just donated one Kangen machine to a Little Sisters of the Poor, you know. So that is the kind of joy.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, that's the type of joy, and not only that, in Philippines, you know, if I'm not mistaken, at this point of time, my group constitute about 55 to 60% of the entire Philippine market, and you know that a lot of Filipinos are really below average in terms of financial, right?
Right.
There are people have to go all over the world to work, as some are domestic helpers, some as a waiter, as a waitress. And some of these people actually, before Enagic, they have virtually no food to eat. And today, one of them is a -3, one of them is a -2. Can you imagine that?
That's
wow,
awesome.
I tell you, when they share their testimony, they cry. And if I understand Tagalog, I will cry too, but I don't, so I didn't cry. But my Filipino leader was crying there. You know? Now that is the kind of thing that, you know, you have billions in the world, it will not buy you that spiritual satisfaction, that peace of mind that Mr. Oshiro is talking about.
I always like to think of it like, you know, I believe that you get exactly what you give.
Yeah.
You give more, you receive even more. You know, 100-fold, 10-fold, whatever. And I think it's a beautiful thing. So I don't think about the money. And I tell other people, stop thinking about the money. Start helping people. Start sharing the water. Start getting people involved. Help them, and the money will come like raindrops to the, you know, to clouds. You know, eventually the clouds are going to drop some rain. So I think it's a truly beautiful thing, and it's so good to see your family enjoying this, and you know, what kind of things you guys are able to do now that you have this kind of income.
I mean, so many things, like, you know, as I told you, I grew up with a very average family those days. I mean, this is a very classic thing in a lot of Chinese family. Like, you know, when I was small, I go out to restaurants, and when we look at the menu, we do not actually look at the item, we actually look at the price tag first. Yeah. And that's how we make the order, because, you know, we always look at the price, you know.
Yeah.
But now
I don't
it's
do
like
that anymore.
Yeah.
Give
like
what you want.
Yeah, we are able to give our children the best thing in life, but not just that, you know. I think money, as I say, you know, is just another means of transaction. But I'm very happy because I have 4 beautiful kids, me and my wife. Because of the lifestyle that we have today, we are able to spend a lot more time with them, and that's something very important, because it doesn't matter how much money you make, it's going to, you know, time is just going to fly by so fast that, you know, your kids are all going to go grown up, and you know, if you don't spend the time with them now, then when? You know, you can't bring them back to their age today, right? So I'm very happy. Yeah, Enagic just gives us that amazing platform, and, you know, it's everything together. We get to help people, we get to benefit ourselves, we get to spend time with our family, we get everything, you know. It's a whole cluster of true health that Mr. Oshiro is talking about.
Wow, you are absolutely well spoken. You have shared so many beautiful things, and our hearts are definitely one, my friend. I feel and think the same way that you do.
Right.
I just have one final question for you, Gary.
Yeah, Eric, go ahead. Eric, go ahead.
What advice? There's a lot of people out there in doubt. What advice would you give to the viewers that are looking at Enagic for the first time right now?
Okay. I always like to say this because, well, the problem with the world we live in today is something called the internet. Now, the internet is a great tool, but it's also a double-edged sword. I'm sure, Eric, you believe with me on this, right?
Spend half my life behind it. Or in it.
Right. So a lot of people hear something about this, and the next thing they do is they ask their good friend Dr. Google, or Dr. Firefox, or Dr. Yahoo, whatever it is, you know. And they end up drawing their own conclusion and this like that. But I always say this, I always tell people this, I said, this is a 43-year-old company, it has all these things. I said, And I always like to make this saying, I said, you can cheat some people sometime, but you cannot cheat all the people all the time. Now this is a 43 years old company. If it has been cheating people from day one, I say this is an amazing cheating company, you know. No way, right? Come on, 43 years. I will give them the Grammy Awards for that, right? I mean,
you know,
come on. Yeah.
I love this last slide because I just did it. I just jumped in. I didn't even know what was going to be born. I had no idea that I was going to be in partnership with Enagic. I had no idea that I was going to handle all of their marketing and websites, web development. It was just something that happened miraculously. But when somebody came to me and told me about this machine, I just did it because I was tired of lugging 5-gallon bottles from the health food store, drinking reverse osmosis water, which was leaching minerals from my bones, and I didn't even realize it. That's a whole other story you'll learn later, folks.
But
I got tired. I just bought a machine, and miracles happened in every direction. So,
yes. So, Eric,
don't think about it too much. Just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it. But Eric, lastly is I think at the end of the day, I know there are a lot of probably some new people online, some people who have been there for quite some time. I think at the end of the day, just do it is very important. But just do it, you need to know where you want to go. So you need to, like how I started actually, just a quick recap. Basically, I told myself, first, when I found out everything about Enagic, I found out how good the water is and all that. First thing I asked my upline leader, I think it was Sam Sia. So I asked Sam, I said, Sam, what is the highest rank a person can be in Enagic? At that point of time, nobody was talking about 6A2-2 and above. He just told me, Gary, 6A.
6A, I remember that.
Yeah, the highest is like 6A, you know. So I said, okay, that's what I'm going to be. I told myself, whatever that comes in between me and the 6A is no big deal. I'm just going to crash through. I'm just going to crash through the 6A like as if, you know, I'm like a speeding bullet train. And that's it. I just do it, you know, just get any lessons that I can learn from any leaders. Follow my dream, believe in God. Remember, God is a big aspect of your life. Have faith in God, have faith in yourself. And lastly, just give all you can, because I will definitely see you at the top.
All right, Gary, you rock, my brother. I can't wait to actually meet you in person, but we had a great connection here, and I truly appreciate you and your heart and your wisdom. Thank you for sharing with that all of that with us today. What do you think, Omar?
It blows my mind what's happening with people all over the world, Eric. It's just, you know, and it's happening today. It's happening for somebody. Somebody went 6A today. Somebody watching this webinar right now, I promise you, you just went 6A. And that's what I love. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, but not everyone will. Because, like you said, you gotta believe. You gotta have faith. You have to have that persistence. And guys, we've got the what do they call it? The goose that lays the golden egg. We got it. We got it here. This is what everyone wants. Is they want health. They want freedom. They want, obviously, you know, financial freedom. And at the end of the day, folks, you know, Eric, one of your lines, I'll take it. He says, you know, we all want the same thing. And so it's you said it, brother. And I thank you again for this webinar, Gary. Congratulations, man. I've been reading.
You deserve it, every bit of it.
I'm reading the comments everyone's putting on here, man. They love you, bro. You're
Thank you. Hey, Omar, just in a second, probably after this, I will want to connect with you. I just started a new group in Ecuador and Venezuela, a Latin speaking group, and I heard that you are big in the Latin community, you know?
Oh, yes.
Just learn how to say agua and dinero. That's all you got to learn.
Agua, dinero.
That's it.
All right.
And just do it.
Yeah, I'll probably connect with you then.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Gary. Thank you to all that came here this evening. spent time with us, and of course stuck around with our technical issues. We apologize for that. It's always going to happen. I mean, I've got one heck of a professional setup here, and something's bound to go wrong every once in a while. We just kind of like have a heart attack through it all. But we hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Get in touch with the person that invited you tonight. Even I'm sure they're waiting for your phone call or your email, or maybe go to Kangen demo, watch the demo this evening, and then call them in the morning. Okay? Don't do anything else. Just watch the demo, call them, and see what happens. The biggest pitfall in this business is the biggest thing that makes you fail is giving up. Failure and success, I believe anyways, failure and success are the same thing. They're just on different spectrum, just like the pH scale. You got failure over here and you got success over here. Your greatest success is just one step beyond your greatest failure. Remember that. It's very true. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Many blessings. Good night.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Good night. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.